Hello guys, I would like to tell you about the risk of cigarette smoke. The cigarette smoke contains more than 4,700 chemical compounds, including 43 cancer-causing substances. Recently, researchers have shown that being subjected to years of smoking increases the risk of developing certain fatal diseases. For example, in addition to being cause of 85% of lung cancer, it is linked with cancer of the mouth, stomach, and kidneys, and it also causes about 13% of leukemia and cervical cancers. In general, smoking is responsible for 30% of all deaths from cancer and represents the most preventable cause of cancer in countries like United States today. It's important to underline that also passive smoking causes a serious health risk. A report published in 1992 by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, highlights the damage caused primarily by the side-stream smoke because within it there are some very small particles that are more easily absorbed in death from the lungs. Based on these studies, the EPA has defined the environmental tobacco smoke, also known as passive smoking, as one of the items with the highest probability of causing cancer. As an illustrative example of the risk to health caused by passive smoking, for example, is the analysis of a married couple where one smokes and the other does not. The latter has a 30% higher risk of developing heart diseases related to passive smoking. It was also estimated that 17% of adolescents who are subjected to high levels of second-hand tobacco smoke inhalation during their youth develop lung cancer during their lives. A more recent research by researchers at the University of California at San Francisco has shown that environmental tobacco smoke is much more dangerous for non-smokers than smokers. In fact, the report published in the Journal of American Medical Association underlines that people who smoke damage the cardiovascular system continuously, which automatically changes to try to offset the effects of smoking. Non-smokers don't face this kind of adaptation of the cardiovascular system and therefore will have effects worse and more dangerous than smokers. This report also emphasizes that cancer is not caused by a single element in cigarette smoke, but by many components. Carbon monoxide, for example, competes with oxygen in red blood cells and interferes with the blood's ability to deliver life-giving oxygen to the heart. Nicotine and other toxins in cigarette smoke activate platelets, which increases the likelihood of blood clots. Researchers are in contrast to those scientific advisors who work with the tobacco industry, who say that cigarette smoke has the same impact on smokers and on non-smokers. They question the fact that according to them, these scientists underestimate the damage caused by passive smoke, and to emphasize this argument, provides some research done previously showing that passive smoking is the cause of the 30,000 to 60,000 deaths from heart attacks each year in the USA. This means that passive smoking is the third most preventable cause of death after active smoking and alcohol-related diseases. The researchers believe that you should use the campaigns against illegal drug use and AIDS also against passive smoking, for example, by creating places where smoking is prohibited, schools, pubs, public places in general.